This video, sponsored by the California Department of Education, will cover how to use the Interim Assessment Viewing System. The Interim Assessment Viewing System allows educators to access and preview interim assessment items without saving any responses or producing scores, and it looks just like the live testing environment that appears for students. The Interim Assessment Viewing System includes the Smarter Balanced Interim Assessments for English Language Arts and Literacy, or ELA, and Mathematics, the California Science Test, or CAASPP Interim Assessments, and the English Language Proficiency Assessment for California, or ELPAC Interim Assessments. The viewing system serves multiple purposes. It can help educators become familiar with the content of the interim assessments before administering them, and it can also be used to display questions in the classroom for non-standardized purposes with students. The viewing system contains the same embedded universal tools as those found on the actual interim assessments, but does not include any embedded designated supports or accommodations. Educators who are interested in viewing all embedded accessibility resources can do so by visiting the practice and training tests, which are separate, non-secure tests found on the CAASPP.org or ELPAC.org websites. The viewing system is available to all California public school K-12 educators through a secure website. The system is accessed with logon credentials for TOMS or the Test Operations Management System. If you have questions about getting access with an appropriate role in TOMS, contact your district or school testing coordinator. After logging on to the viewing system, there will be a drop-down menu to select a grade and then a screen displaying assessments available for viewing. Despite the message under each title, "This is Opportunity 1 of 99, there are no limits on the number of times users may view any interim assessment. Once an assessment is selected, the standard audio and video check will appear. Select the Play button to start the video player, and then select I could play the sound and video, if true, to view the assessment. Otherwise, select I could not play the sound or video and troubleshoot. To move between questions, select the Next button or the Back button. The progress bar indicates the amount of progress the user has made in the session. Users can also select the Question drop-down menu to jump to a question in the current segment of the test. If there are multiple segments, users will have to select the Next button on the last item of the segment to access the next segment. In this example, items 1 through 4 appear in the drop-down menu. Once the Next button on item 4 is selected, items 5 through 8 now appear. Users can select and enter responses as desired, but keep in mind that the viewing system will not produce any results, so responses are not saved and will be lost once the session is ended. When the end of the test is reached, a window will then appear that allows you to revisit any of the items and edit any responses. To exit the test, select the button labeled Submit Test. A pop-up window will appear asking if you are done reviewing the test. Select Yes. Once you confirm completion of the test review, you are prompted to log off. To review an additional interim assessment in the viewing system, you must log on again to select and review another test. Thank you for viewing this video on the Interim Assessment Viewing System. To view the other videos in this series, please visit bit.ly/IA video series. This video was brought to you by the California Department of Education.